So here we are, sitting at my favourite place in Musselburghs, the lagoons. Can you beat the lagoons? Musselburghs Nature Reserve, or as I like to call it, Musselburghs Hidden Gem. So here we are, back in Musselburghs Hidden Gem, the Links Nature Reserve, Leaving Hall Links in Musselburghs. I like to call it whole place. Let's hope it works out better than my last video. I went up to Edinburgh, spent 6 hours between filming it and getting back home and editing the video, only to find out that I didn't have enough memory on my phone. It kept on telling me not enough memory, go and delete some old files, so I could not get it, and I got flustered and I ended up deleting the video. Total amateur mistake, but that's what I did. I deleted the video. Idiot! Total idiot! But anyway, it's all learning experiences. It was a great video as well. Real carnival atmosphere in Edinburgh, loads of great buskers. I came up with some nice one-liners. It was a really good video. Finished it up on the top of Colton Hill, showed the whole panoramic view of Edinburgh, Fife in the background, right down to North Berwick Law. Got some fantastic shots of Edinburgh and the Scots Monument and Balmoral Hotel, and it was a great video, and I've bloody ruined it, so this is my next attempt. It's called the Leaving Hall Links Nature Reserve. It's a site of serious scientific significance. It's a specially protected area. We're hopefully going to see some wildlife, although I'm on the Pocket Free today, the DJI Pocket Free. It's not exactly what you would call a wildlife camera, so you'll just have to take my word for it when I say, oh look, there's a godwit. Let's tickle back, centre of the screen. See it swimming a bit. Yay. Wouldn't be an Ian Fraser video without some wildlife. And cut. Raised from the ashes, Musselburghs Hidden Gem. You can see how it used to resemble the surface of the moon. It was once a dumping ground for the Cockenzie Power Station. Over the years it's been transformed into this wonderful scenic nature reserve. This takes us up to where the bird hides are. It's a nice wee trail. No far. You'll find here at this nature reserve there's bird hides everywhere. It's just getting to ken where they are. Or for my English audience, getting to know where they are. Ken? Ken. Nobody in Glasgow Ken. Both paths take you to different heights. We've got to this one, through this wee tunnel. It's pretty quiet today. There's people lived in Musselburghs all their life who didn't even know that this is here. Some of them didn't even ken that Edinburgh's right next door. Whoa. Let's check out some of the other hives. Let's check out some of the other hides. That's it. Great place to come for a sunset is this lake. If you come at the right time, you'll get the sunset and you'll see it in the water dipping down behind the mountain range in the background. The mountain range, loosely call it a mountain range because I think it's all the Pentland Hills, but it's a mountain to me. Look at that. Ooh. In the far off distance, you might be able to make out St Michael's Kirk. Musselburghs. And just the glistening the glistening of the sun on the top of the water. You can't beat that. The shamrocks glistening in the sun. So when you come to the water, you've got to have a skin. I can't even find any skimming stones, honestly. But have a skim away. So here we are, Musselburghs hidden gem. It is rather nice. The water in the background, all this stuff going on here. That's pretty cool. No me, the place. In the distance, I'm talking way in the distance, you see the wee two mountain ranges. We used to call them the goalposts when we were kids, and then when we got to about high school age they were called the Paps of Fife. This is where we're going to walk it onto the sea wall, so I'll catch you at the sea. That's Edinburgh in the distance, off our seat. If you look to the right, off our seat, you'll see the so-called Edinburgh's disgrace. Looks like the Acropolis in Athens. We're right next door to Edinburgh here in Musselburgh. Musselburgh and Edinburgh are next door neighbours. Edinburgh's my big next door neighbour. I love my big next door neighbour. So this is the last wee path I want to show you. I'll show you some of the other hives. It's a great place to see some wildlife action, so bear with me. I'll see you at the hide in a couple of minutes time. That's like the penguin toes. See the penguin toes. Coming in now to our seat in Edinburgh. So that was just a brief walk to the nature reserve in Musselburgh. It's always the same. I always come in here with my big camera, my Nikon P1000. It's 24mm to 3000mm, 125 times zoom. It's unbelievable, especially for the old wildlife. But I've got my DJI Design Innovations camera today. It's got a massive 2x zoom, so it's not really that great for wildlife photography. I suppose I'm the only wildlife in the video today, but anyway, let's have one wee last look at North Berwick Law. There she blows away in the distance. I've had some constructive criticism on my videos, which is always welcome. Some people reckon I'm not very good at constructive criticism, but I am. I'll take any form of criticism as long as it's constructive. But anyway, a couple of people had mentioned to me that I was swearing in my videos. So I thought, alright, okay. I thought I only swore in context. There's only 2 or 3 things make me annoyed in this life. Politics, religion, and the royalists, the royal family. That's about it. And the far right. But to be honest, the far left really pisses me off as well now. I used to always sort of consider myself as left wing, but the left wing's been hijacked. Completely hijacked. So I'm not into this left wing or right wing anymore. And I don't think we should. I think we're all getting played. I think the powers that be know exactly what they're doing, funding all this left wing, right wing shit on the internet, online. Tommy Robinson, you know, that kind of nonsense. Nigel Farage is going to do loads for people that live in the council estates in Scotland and England, Ireland and Wales. Nigel Farage is your man. If you want help, look for the millionaires, they'll help you. Tommy Robinson, he's going to help you, because he started off that genuine, that his name is not even Tommy Robinson. His name's Stephen Yaxley Lennon. He's funded by Israel, by the Zionist state of Israel. So how anybody in Great Britain that's trying to end poverty and homelessness and try to fix the NHS and fix things for our pensioners so they get better healthcare when they're older, I think Tommy Robinson's going to help you on that one. You're having a laugh. He's funded by them. Who are they? Them. It's them. They're the ones to blame. It's them. Somebody's meant a sticky end here. Wee crustacean meant to send on the beach. Wee bit wildlife at Ian Fraser Media. Now, we're going to finish this walk at the River Esk in Musselburghs. Look at the views. And I see it at the river. Just coming into the estuary now, the River Esk. Very cool. Shadowland. So let's take a final house towards the River Esk. We'll have one last look at the Forth estuary. The tide's gone out. Love the way the waves are coming in. And then this is what I wanted to show you. Is that a trip hazard or is that a trip hazard? You can't have kids love to walk along walls. That's what kids like to do, don't it? They like to walk along walls. And they're just going to trip over that. And then they're going to fall right off that wall. It's cool because they land on the rocks. So that's the River Esk. I've made a few amateur mistakes today. I've got the camera on a reverse image for some reason. And I've not got my high-vis glasses, or my glasses. So you have to try and watch it behind in a mirror image. Interesting. Have a look at the swans. Right there. All these wee white things there, you see there's hundreds of swans and seagulls. What a view. What a beautiful place Musselburghs is. Pan round, see leaf. See how these works, whatever they're doing there. I don't know what they're doing there. But that's leaf. Edinburgh and Musselburgh. Musselburgh was a borough before Edinburgh was named, and Musselburgh will be a borough when Edinburgh's gain. Only joking, I love Edinburgh. Edinburgh's the most beautiful city in the world, and we're lucky enough to be right next door. But Musselburgh's the most beautiful town in the world. Musselburgh's got everything. It's got the sea, it's got a river, it's got racetracks, it's got bowling clubs, football pitches, golf. It's got loads of golf courses. One of the first golf courses in the world, I think the first Open in the world was played at Musselburgh. Some people say it was St Andrews, but some people say Mary Queen of Scots was at Craigmillar Castle. You've really just got to take stuff with a pinch of salt these days. Can't really believe anything. If you come here during what they call the golden hour, which is the last hour before sunset, you wouldn't believe the activity. For some reason, the wildlife just seems to come to life. And it's like they're all going home, wherever they've been all day, they're all going back, and all you see is thousands upon thousands of all different types of birds, and they all seem to meet about here. So for example, we're in June now, and it's light up until about 9-10 o'clock at night, so that's when you would want to come, about 9-10 o'clock, and that's when you'll see the action. So anyway, back to what I was saying earlier about the constructive criticism and being told not to swear in my videos. And that's fair enough. I'm not going to swear in my videos anymore in English. I've went away and bought a wee book, swear words in foreign languages, so I might still be able to swear in my videos. I'll only swear when I mention politics. If I mention politics, it would be like tough and cool. No mini friggin' cuts. And cut. The arrow. Can you see the arrow? This is next to the Sea Cadets. This was used by the World War I bombers or World War II bombers. Training bomber crews by aligning their aircraft with the target in the 4x4. There you go, a wee bit of history for you. So this is us. Backdrop of the river. You can see that. Edinburgh in the background. That's how far away we are from our seat. About 5 mile, 6 mile. Walk it. There's goose green in the background. No, the goose green that the British Army invaded in the Falklands, but the goose green in Musselburgh. I think the British Army does need to invade goose green actually, sometimes it's pretty bad. Not all the time. but some of the time. Anyway, Musselburghs glorious. Got the sun right behind my head, music blasting, well, music to my ears, flowing water. That's what you call pop the sun out. This is one of the bridges where people come and confess their undying love for each other. Quite interesting. Thing is, I'm sure this bridge is getting knocked in, so don't know how long they'll last. Quite a few people done it. I wonder how many people were actually still together, eh? Interesting. Have you ever done anything like that? Who, me? No, I wouldn't do anything like that, honestly. Musselburgh. This is a nice bit of Musselburgh. Beautiful. So you get people coming to walk their dogs, just to sit and chill in the sunshine, catch a few rays, check out the local wildlife. You see quite a bit on the River Esk. No bad variety of wildlife, especially if you follow the river right up towards Dalkeith. You see kingfisher, heron, you see all sorts. Saw a wee woodpecker just recently. It's amazing what you see. I've had an owl in my back garden recently. Got the footage to prove it as well. Brilliant. What else have I seen lately? Foxes galore. Foxes come every night. Can't beat a bit of wildlife. Wouldn't be in Fraser. Got the wee swifts on the river. Happy days. So, listen how quiet it is. The only thing you can hear is that guy's electric bike. Quality. Yep. Musselburgh. It's called the Honest Tune. Honestly. Listen. So even in Musselburgh you've got the electric bike scooter brigade with the snoods, the hoods up, the masks on. Brilliant. Don't know when it was cool to start wearing masks, but last time I checked, hoods and balaclavas and stuff like that were for avoiding the rain and avoiding Big Brother. So let's not knock them too much. Wish I had the guts to wear that when I was younger. So we're going to end this video by going over the Stour Bridge. Let's get some sound effects. This is where you come to feed the birds. Yo! Wouldn't it be an Ian Fraser video or an Ian Fraser video? We've got some wildlife, some seagull action. That's where I live, just up there, 2 bridges up, and I'll be there shortly. Let's cut. A few weeks ago we had the Birdman of St Andrew's Square. Now we've got the Birdman at Musselburghs. A cacophony of sound. Hope you enjoyed my video. That's it for Musselburghs. Please give me a wee subscription. I've had a few new subscriptions lately, so thanks to everybody who's subscribed. It means a lot. Every time I get a new subscriber I do a wee dance about my living room. And I'm not even about subscriptions, honestly. I'm just trying to be me. Putting my spin on things, putting my take on things, and trying to show people that you don't need to fall for the bullshit. Be yourself, be autodidactic, self-educated.